Alright y'all, so we are jumping straight in with complexion today because it is currently 4:30, so I have about an hour and a half to get ready. So I'm going to do the most important things first, and then we'll kind of add on based on how much time we have left. I got my buddy back there. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's probably going to end up laying down because he's sitting back there with the squinty eyes like he's literally about to fall asleep. I wish y'all could see his actual face. Let me see if I put my head down. Maybe y'all can see. But anyway, yeah, he's probably gonna lay down. The last couple days, 1 or 2 days, his new thing has been getting up in that chair, which he never does. But listen, that's my child, so I'm gonna let him do what he wanna do. So first things first, I'm gonna prime the skin per usual. I'm going in, there he goes. He gonna lay down in a minute. But I'm going in with my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum. Absolutely love this. This is going to just kind of give us a nice base and prep the skin to be matte while we're out. All right, next, to further mattify and blur the pores, I'm going in with this one from Benefit. This is the Professional Matte Primer. I've been loving this lately, so I'm just going to apply this on my T-zone and also on my cheek area. All right, next up is foundation. Today I'm gonna show some love to the Too Faced Soft Matte Foundation. I reviewed this for you guys a couple weeks ago now, it's probably been. I have 2 shades here, Maple and Butter Pecan. In the video, I use Maple, but today I'm gonna mix them together, and I'm just gonna apply this all over the face. Also gonna spray the face with a little bit of this Urban Decay All Nighter. This is the hydrating one to keep the face hydrated, but also help prolong the wear of my makeup. So tonight I'm actually going out with my sister, one of my sisters, and 2 of our friends. We're going to this cute little restaurant. I think it's in Midtown. I'm not for sure, but definitely north of Atlanta, like north of the city. And I've been there once before, and the last time that I went there, it's called Para, by the way. But the last time that I went there, it was like the food was good, the drinks were good, like everything was 10 out of 10. So I was telling, we were telling our 2 girlfriends that we wanted to take them there because it was just top 10. So that's where we're going tonight. And I'm going for like kind of a more casual vibe. So I'm not completely sure what all I want to do on my face as far as makeup because like I feel like I just really want to dress down, like maybe some camos and like a graphic tee and some sneakers and just keep it real chill. I'll show you guys what I end up wearing because I don't know for sure right at this moment. But yeah, I figured we'll just kind of, I'm going in with the second layer, by the way, just on my cheek area because I have like some hormonal breakouts going on right now. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more. But yeah, once I actually figure out what I'm gonna wear, I will show y'all. And I decided to pull out this foundation too because one of you guys actually commented on one of my recent foundation reviews. I think it was the One Size one, maybe. But you were saying how the Too Faced foundation was one of like your favorite soft matte foundations that launched recently. And I was like, let me pull her back out and try her again. Because like I said, I reviewed her a couple weeks ago. And I may have used it like once or twice since I did that review. But it definitely deserves more love because it's such a beautiful foundation, as you can see. So face is on. I also went ahead and pulled out these concealers. I'm sure you guys have heard about these. These are the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer. These are super inexpensive, especially if you get them during the Sephora savings event. And I was using these like crazy for a hot minute and then I kind of forgot about them. So I decided to pull these out to use today as well. You already know, or you may not, but I'm going in with my e.l.f. Poreless, what is this called? Putty Color Correcting Eye Brightener. I can never remember what this is called. But this right here, so good if you have dark under eye circles. I've said this, I don't even know how many times in my videos, but such a great color corrector and super inexpensive. And then I'm just gonna go right on top of that with the shade 34.5N from Sephora, the Best Skin Ever. This is like a skin tone concealer shade underneath the eye as our first layer, just to kind of conceal and color correct under the eyes. Okay, wait, I actually forgot how good these concealers are. wow. This feels so good underneath my eye, like so hydrating. It covered and concealed really nicely, and that just felt really good on the face when I applied it. I'm gonna zoom y'all in a little bit more so y'all can see. And don't mind my clip back here. I got my little heatless curler situation in my hair, so don't mind that. We're gonna get that together later. So next I'm gonna go in with 26 in. This one is a brightening shade, and I'm gonna use that to kind of highlight down the center of my face and also underneath my eyes. Okay, concealer is blended. So next I'm gonna go ahead and set the face. I'm gonna use the Benefit Professional Matte Setting Powder. This is another product that I've really been enjoying. I like that it kind of has this beige tint to it. I'm not sure if the camera will really pick it up, but it looks really nice, especially on melanated skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that with my powder puff to set and bake the face. Okay, so on second thought, I'm actually not gonna bake with that powder because I forgot that since it has that like beige tone to it, which I'm not mad at. Look how matte my face is, but it's not very brightening. So I'm actually gonna bake with the One Size powder. I haven't used this in a minute, and I was on this heavy for a hot minute, but I'm gonna pull her back out and use this to bake the face. Okay, I look crazy right now, but again, I am going out, so I want my makeup to last. So I'm just dusting off my brows because I'm gonna go ahead and fill those in next. For my brows, I'm going in with the usual, my Benefit Goof Proof and Precisely My Brow Pencil. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows, and then I'll be right back. All right, brows are on. They actually look really good. I feel like this one is slightly more arched than this one, but we're just gonna leave it be. I'm gonna go ahead and dust off the rest of this extra powder. And y'all let me know, this is kind of random, but I just noticed it when I was doing my brows. But does anybody else hold their breath when they're filling their brows in? I know people talk a lot about holding their breath when like you're doing wing liner or liner in general, but I just noticed like when I'm shaping my brows with concealer, I'm literally not breathing. Extra random, I know, but y'all let me know if y'all also hold your breath, or if you don't, if there's another part of your routine, just pay attention. Like when you're doing your makeup, pay attention, and you might be surprised to like realize that there are certain parts of your routine that you hold your breath. But anyway, let's go ahead and set the rest of my face. I'm gonna use this powder from Too Faced. This is the Born This Way Soft Blur powder. I have this one in the shade Tan. I don't know why it stopped focusing. Oh, what's happening? There we go. Yeah, it's in the shade Tan. And this is like a super lightweight kind of finishing powder, if you will. It's not really gonna add very much coverage, but it is going to just kind of set everything down, blur the face a little bit more. I feel like it's similar to the Charlotte Tilbury powders, the Flawless Finish, Airbrush Flawless Finish powders. I feel like it's similar to those. And I keep doing this because I did this when I filmed yesterday, but I had cream products out that I was gonna use, and I already set my face and completely forgot. And then I also wanted to try this powder from LYS to set underneath my eyes. This one is in the shade Medium Tan, and forgot to do that too. So I guess we'll sit these to the side once again for another day. And I'm actually making pretty good time because our reservation is for 7 and it's currently 5:08. So let me not start moving slow, but we're making good time. So next up, I'm gonna go ahead and do, what am I gonna do? Bronzer. I'm gonna use this one from One Size. I got this recently and I've really been enjoying it. This is what it looks like. This one is in the shade Medium Dark. So if you're my foundation twin or similar complexion to me, the shade I ended up getting was medium dark. The shades kind of look like they might not work in the palette, but when you actually apply them to the face, they do show up a lot, not a lot, but a little bit deeper than they look in the pan. So keep that in mind if you decide to pick this up. Don't go too dark based on looks, because then it will probably end up being even darker than you think. But I usually just mix them together, like just tap in all of them. But I kind of focus on these top two because this bottom one is going to be a little bit deeper. The top one, I think the way that this is set up is to be like a bronze and sculpt and contour between the 3 shades. But like I said, I just kind of mix them all together and tap off the excess, and then go ahead and apply that all over the face. I'm also gonna go ahead and take whatever was left on my powder puff and just run that right underneath just to clean it up a little bit. And I may end up going in with a little bit more of this if I feel like I need it, but just to kind of clean that up, sharpen those lines a little bit so it's not looking too muddy on the lower half of the face. And then I'm just gonna pinch my brush together. I'm not gonna dip back in, and just bring that down the side of the nose as well. And then take my powder brush over that, just blend it out. And then I think I may have gone like a little too far over on the middle. So I'm just gonna take a little bit more of my one size powder on the tip of this and just bring it down the center, just to re-highlight the middle of the nose. And I'll just let that hang out there for a few minutes. Okay, I'm also gonna use the bronzer on my eyelids, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little something on the lid. Keep it matte though, since it's 5:15 and I have time, so might as well just do a little bit extra. See, this is when you normally mess up. You think you got some extra time and you start doing a little bit extra, and then you mess around and be late. But I'm not gonna put that in the universe. We're gonna stay on track. I'm just gonna do a little something on the eye, not too much, and then we're gonna keep it moving. So I'm gonna use these 2 shades. Let me hold it this way so y'all know the top 2 shades. I'm gonna mix them together on this fluffy powder brush, and I'm gonna start with that in the crease, and I'm just gonna tap it, connect it to this bronzer that you applied to the nose, and I'm just kind of tapping back and forth, bringing it down on the lid a little bit, but mostly focusing in the crease. And then once I kind of have it applied really good, then I'm gonna start buffing and blending it out. I found that this technique works better for me because if you go straight in swiping, sometimes you get skips like right in this inner corner where it looks like almost, it just doesn't look like it's blended really nicely. So I found if I just press the product into the skin first and then blend it out, it keeps it from kind of skipping on the skin. Bring it down on this outer V. And then of course do the same thing to the other side. Tap, tap, tap. Especially in this inner corner where for me it normally will skip because I have hooded eyelids. So I just want to make sure that the product gets applied really smoothly right in there, and then we're gonna blend. Okay, cute. And then after that, I'm gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario palette, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of a matte shade on the lid. Let me get a brush. Okay, I'm just gonna use like a fluffy, flat shader brush because I'm not trying to be super precise. And I think I'm gonna mix, actually, am I gonna mix? I'm gonna start with this shade right here. It's just kind of like a neutral beige brown shade. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put that all over the lid, and then we'll see what that looks like before we add anything lighter. And I am kind of overlapping this with the crease because again, I don't want it to be like super carved out. I kind of want it to just all marry together and just look really soft and blown out like that. As you can see, there's not any harsh lines, there's not a cut crease. I just want it all to kind of melt into each other. Okay, and then I am gonna go in with a little bit of this lighter shade. It looks a lot lighter. I'm trying to, there you go. So you can kind of see, it's like a few shades lighter than the one that I just applied, but I'm gonna mix it in with the one that I just applied as well and kind of focus this one more on the inner corner because I do want to add a little bit of brightness there, but I don't want it to be too much. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back in with my blending brush and just kind of buff over all of it. Again, I want it to all be nice and blended together. So this is perfect, especially if you're a beginner, because you don't have to be super precise. You can kind of buff and blend over everything until you like how it looks. But the goal is just to keep it nice and bright in this inner corner, and then kind of buff and blend everything out into each other. And then I think I'm gonna use the same shades that I used from the bronzer underneath my eyes as well. So I'm just gonna take this little skinny brush. I'm gonna dip into the top 2 shades and just buff those along the lower lash line. All right, cute. So next, actually, before I move on from the eyes, I wanna add a little bit of liner on my lash line, but not with a pencil or like a liquid liner. I just wanna do eyeshadow. So I'm gonna mix these 2 shades right here, the black and the brown, and I'm gonna use an angled shadow brush to just apply that along the lash line. Okay, that's done. Cute, but not too much. Another benefit of doing liner with eyeshadow is that, again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's supposed to look smoky. So again, another tip, especially if you're a beginner or if you struggle with eyeliner or if you're in a rush but you want to define your eyes, use eyeshadow. All right, so next is blush. I've had these sitting on my desk for a couple of weeks now. These are from Benefit. I have Krista, which is, oh, I'm probably not gonna use this one. It's like a coral, beautiful shade, but not the vibe for today. And then I have Moon, which is this kind of beautiful cranberry kind of shade, which I think fits more of the vibe that we're going for. So let's see what it's giving. I don't actually own any Benefit blushes. They sent these to me, so I've been really excited to try these out, but I keep forgetting. So we're gonna try them out together and see what it's giving. I don't typically go this dark on my blush, but yeah, it's definitely giving cranberry. Oh, it's really pretty on camera. That shine is really picking up beautifully on camera, and it probably looks really beautiful in the sun as well. So let's do the other side. Okay, this for the holidays, stunning. And I think I actually might go in, do I want to go in with a little bit of this one? Whenever I ask questions, I always wish I could like hear the potential answers because I don't know. Should I use it? Or you know what? I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use, hold on. Okay, I pulled this out. Some of you guys probably remember around the holidays last year, I decided to pick this up from Hourglass, if I can open it. This palette. You guys know they always come out with these beautiful palettes, and I plan to use the highlight from here. So I think I'm going to use this just to kind of dust over, but this is already giving a lot of shimmer. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But I am still going to use a highlight out of here, but I'm going to go in with my powder brush. I didn't add anything extra, and I'm just going over the face a little bit, especially over that blush. Because if you're new here, I do have very oily skin, so the shimmer always makes me a little bit nervous. So we're not gonna add any more, but I am gonna go ahead and do a highlight. This is probably the first time that I've used a different highlight other than my Fenty one. I have been using that one down, this one right here, the Demi Glow highlighter. She just came out with these over the summer. I have the shade Yum Rum, absolutely stunning. I have been using this like crazy and it doesn't even look like I've been using it, but trust me, every single time I've done my makeup since those launched, I have been using that highlighter. But we're gonna switch it up today because, again, trying to use things that I kind of bought forever ago and forgot about. So this has 2 highlighter shades in it. One is a little bit more highlightery and the other one is more of like a radiant glow. So I'm just gonna mix the 2 of them together and put that on the, ooh. beautiful. Put that on the cheekbone. This brush I'm using is from Anastasia. I've had this forever. The numbers are rubbed off, like all the letters. It's the A something, but it's their highlighter brush. So same thing on the other side. This is stunning. Also gonna run it down the bridge of the nose. Ooh, look at the nose. This is beautiful. I can't believe I haven't been using this. I'm gonna take my blush brush and just kind of blend it all together. And I think I'm gonna put this on my inner corner as well, just to tie everything together. For my inner corner highlight, I always use this teeny tiny little brush. I have no idea where this is from. It probably came out of like a random inexpensive brush kit, but I think the shape of it, it's like a fluffy teeny tiny brush, is perfect for the inner corner. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my blending brush again and just buff it out a little bit, just to make sure everything is nice and blended. It gave a little something, but not too much, which is kind of what I'm going for. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and add a lash. I'm gonna just pull one out of this lash book I have of all of my random lashes that can still be reused but don't have the original packaging. So I'm just gonna apologize in advance because I'm just gonna use like a natural lash, and I'm not exactly sure what lash this is. If I had to guess, it is probably from Ardell, and it's probably the, is it the 859s? I'm not sure. If I remember, I will link it for you guys down below, but I'm gonna go ahead and pop these on and then I'll be right back. Also, one more thing before I put my lashes on. I finally got my hands on these viral peel off lip liners. So I have 3 here. I have the shade Nudie, Mauve, and Clover. Clover is like a really deep dark brown. Mauve is supposed to be like a mauve shade, but I looked on TikTok and it was giving dark brown, so I think that's the one I'm going to use today. And then Nudie is like a true nude shade. So I've been meaning to try these out as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this. Again, since I'm going out tonight, I feel like this is the perfect time to try something like this out. So basically what you're supposed to do is line your lips with it, let it sit on your lips for like 20 minutes, and then peel it off, and it's supposed to give you like a nice lip liner, stained lip line that won't budge or like come off throughout the night. So let's go ahead and try it out. I have some like lip balm on my lips, so I'm gonna wipe that off. Okay, and then again, like I said, I'm using the shade Mauve. I'll have it linked for you guys down below, but this is what it looks like. And let's go ahead and apply it very carefully, because again, it is gonna stain wherever you put it, and we'll let this sit while we do our lashes. So this is what the applicator looks like. All right, this might be another one of those moments when I'm holding my breath, but let's go ahead and line the lip. This is what it looks like. I already feel it drying down, so I'm gonna just let it do its thing. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lashes, and then I'll come back so that we can peel this off if it's ready. Okay, lashes are on. Like I said, real cutesy, just a little something, not too much. And then I really like the, I look crazy, but I really like the eyeshadow as liner, because it just gives like a really smoky, sultry kind of look to the eye. So this is dry. I can feel that it's dry. As I'm talking, it's kind of like stretching like a mask. It also kind of turned like metallic green a little bit. I know it said leave it on for 20 minutes, but I don't have 20 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and peel it off and just see what it's giving. I also don't want it super dark, if I'm being honest. And the longer that you leave it on, the longer or the darker it'll be. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel it off since this is my first time and just see what it's giving. So I'm just gonna stretch it. Oh, it peels off super easy, which I'm not really sure what I expected it to do. But if you kind of just stretch your lip, I don't know, the bottom one might be a little more difficult. Here we go. Okay, so I got it off. This is what it's looking like. It's definitely giving brownish mauve for sure. I think when I looked on TikTok, it seemed like it was giving more like dark brown, but it's definitely giving mauve, which it goes with my blush. I don't typically do a mauve toned lip liner, so, but I didn't necessarily want to use Clover because I think Clover is going to be too dark. Or maybe I could use Clover and just only leave it on literally until it dries and then take it off, and maybe it won't be as dark. There's another brown shade that has been like selling out that I think is the one that I actually needed, but the brand actually sent me these to try out, so that was not one of the shades that I got, but that's fine because I can just take a lip liner and kind of do what I need to do. So I'm going to go in with the Fenty lip liner in the shade Extra Thigh, which is a brown. And then I think I'm going to do, what do I want to do today? I think I'm just going to do Tulip Kiss. Again, I'm trying to keep it like soft glam, not trying to do too much. So I'm going to go in with the lip liner first. It needs to be sharpened, so let me do that. Which, side note, if you're looking for a really good sharpener, Sephora has really good ones, and they're pretty inexpensive, the Sephora brand, and it just sharpened my lip liner really nicely, as you can see. But again, like I said, I'm gonna go in with Extra Thigh and Tulip Kiss. This has been my go-to lately, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and line the lips and apply the gloss stick. Okay, lip is on. This lip always eats, like every single time. Literally the perfect nude lip. So it probably seemed a little counterproductive to do the peel off and then the liner and then the lip. But again, I am going out. I'm going to be having drinks. I'm going to be probably getting food, a little hookah. So this is probably not going to last all night, especially after I eat. But the lip stain will last. So it's just like a nice base to kind of have underneath everything so that while I'm out, I'll probably only need to touch up with this and not have to go back in with another lip liner. So the face is pretty much done. Let's go ahead and set it down. I'm gonna use, actually I'm gonna try a mixture of something. Do I wanna do that? It's always risky trying out something new when you're going out. Actually, I'm going to. So first I'm gonna set my face, this isn't new, with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Spray. I said finishing spray, but it's actually a setting spray. At this point, if you have or you see anything that needs to be touched up, this would be a good time to do that because the next setting spray that I'm about to use is going to lock everything in place. And after that, you're pretty much locked and loaded. So I'm gonna go in with my beauty sponge, no additional product, kind of just tap over any areas that look a little bit shiny underneath my brow from the concealer that I applied, on my nose, just anywhere that looks like it might need a little extra cleanup. Okay, and then I found this in Target. This has been sold out everywhere, super viral. Everybody has been talking about this, saying that it is a dupe for the One Size, a more affordable version. So I found it the other day when I was in Target, and we're gonna try it out. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist. It says it has up to 36 hours of transfer resistance, and yeah, defy transfer, lock-in makeup, waterproof, sweat resistant, clothes resistant, smudge resistant, phone resistant, micro diffusing system, lightweight, non-sticky, won't mark or run makeup, natural finish. Okay, period. So we're gonna try it out. Always do a test spray because listen, we did a lot of work. We don't want to mess it up. So let's go ahead and spray the face, shake it up really good, test spray, and let's go ahead and spray. Okay. That comes out a lot more powerful than the One Size one, so just be forewarned about that. But it definitely feels, I think I'm gonna like this. This has promise. I might have to, I'll put in the comments for you guys because I'm not sure how I'm gonna be when I come back from this girls' night, but I'll put in the comments for you guys how this held up. And also, I think I'm going to do like a drugstore full face coming soon as well, because I've been trying out a lot of products from Sephora. But for my girlies on a budget, and also too, sometimes you can find really good gems at the drugstore. I have some, like the e.l.f. color corrector. You don't always have to go to Sephora to get good makeup products. So let me know if you want to see that, comment down below. But yeah, I'll keep you posted on this, because the way that just sprayed on my face and how my face feels, oh, I have high hopes. So we shall see. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting ready. I'm gonna let my hair down, get dressed. I'm probably gonna do a quick little short of my outfit once I figure out what I'm gonna wear, and then I'll come back and show you guys the full finished fit before I get ready to head out. And if the I think I'm gonna do a short of the restaurant that we're going to as well. So if that's ready in time, I'll include that at the end of this video. But otherwise, you'll have to come and check me out on Instagram, or just check out my shorts here on YouTube, because basically everything I post on Instagram, I post on shorts as well for my girlies that maybe don't follow me on Instagram. So yeah, I'm kind of rambling, but let me go ahead and figure out what I'm gonna wear, and then I'll come back and show you guys. Hey y'all, I just finished getting ready for a casual girls night, so let me go ahead and show you the fit. So this is the full body. Again, it's giving cutesy, casual, very much comfortable. The top and shoes are from Vans. These pants, unfortunately, I do not remember where they are from. I've had them forever, but this is giving inspo for a cute and casual, you know, night out with the girls. These pants do scrunch at the bottom, so I kind of just pulled them up my leg a little bit and scrunched them up just to give them a cute little vibe. As far as jewelry, I'm kind of just wearing my everyday stuff that I normally wear. My earrings are from H&M. I'm also wearing my everyday layer here of my Fayy necklace and my lock necklace. I have on my Apple Watch, and this band is from Amazon. And then for bracelets, I'm just wearing my Pandora. This tennis bracelet is from Amazon, and then this is Cartier inspired. These rings are also Cartier inspired, and then these rings are from Pandora. My fragrance combo today eats down. It's definitely giving very much fall. When I got out of the shower, I went in with the Fenty body butter. This one is the, I don't remember the name of this, but it's basically like the cinnamon one that comes out around the holidays. I think it's part of their permanent collection now, but this smells incredible. And then for fragrance, I went in with the Okja That Girl Vanilla and the Killian Angel Share. These two together are giving spicy vanilla cinnamon bun gourmand. If you are a vanilla girly, you will absolutely love this. This is definitely about to be my go-to for the fall. And then for bag, I'm kind of debating. Again, like I said, it's giving casual girls night. So I have this belt bag from season 10. I'm trying to decide if I want to go with this vibe or if I want to do my Michael Kors. This is my everyday bag, so I could wear this crossbody as well. So yeah, you guys let me know, what's it giving, crossbody or belt bag? I'm leaning towards the belt bag, but I can't really decide, so comment down below which one you would wear. And then I also did a little side tuck on the shirt just to kind of give it a little bit of structure, but this is what it's giving. So comment down below and let me know what you think, and like and follow for more. Alright y'all, so this is the final look. I did film a short form version of my outfit, so you guys probably just got done watching that. It's definitely giving cutesy, casual, girls night, chill vibes. I'm comfortable, I'll be able to eat, won't have to worry about nothing being too tight. You guys already know the vibes. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this get ready with me. Let me know what you guys think about these types of videos. Just giving very much chill vibes, getting ready, like it's giving FaceTime. So comment down below and let me know if you guys want more of these. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you made it all the way to the end of the video and you have not joined the fam, girl, go ahead and click on that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. I would absolutely love to have you. And it'll also make sure that you don't miss out on any future videos from me. So thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next one.